Onward!
Like a rolling stone.
For the Queen! By the light of the moon!
Salure Denuri.
To the vanguard! Onward!
For Oradel.
You have my bow. Salure Denuri.
For Oradel. Let's rock and roll.
By the light of the moon! Onward! By the light of the moon!
You have my bow.
Swords ready!
Salure Denuri. We must move on. Salure Denuri.
Reinforce! Incoming!
To the vanguard! For the Queen! By the light of the moon!
Swords ready!
Onward! By the light of the moon! Onward!
For Oradel.
You have my bow.
Reinforce!
For Oradel.
We must move on. You have my bow. Salure Denuri.
For Oradel.
You have my bow.
For the Queen! By the light of the moon!
Salure Denuri.
For Oradel.
We must move on. You have my bow.
Swords ready!
To the vanguard! Onward! For the Queen!
Reinforce!
Salure Denuri. We must move on. You have my bow. Salure Denuri.
For Oradel.
We must move on.
Incoming!
You have my bow.
For Oradel.
Swords
You have my
ready!
bow.
For Oradel. Quiver and quake.
To the vanguard!
You have my bow. Salure Denuri. You have my bow. Salure Denuri. We must move on.
Reinforce!
Salure Denuri. We must move on.
like a rolling stone.
Salure Denuri.
For Oradell.
We must move on. You have my bow.
For Oradell.
We must move on. You have my bow.
For Oradell.
We must move on.
Swords ready.
You have my bow. Salure Denuri.
For the Queen! To the vanguard!
For Oradell.
Reinforce.
We must move on. You have my bow. We must move on. Salure Denuri.
For Oradell.
Incoming.
Onward!
Swords ready.
You have my bow. Salure Denuri.
For Oradell.
We must move on. You have my bow.
For Oradell.
We must move on. You have my bow.
For Oradell.
We must move on. You have my bow. Salure Denuri.
For Oradell.
Incoming.
We must move on. You have my bow.